Hilarious. Hilarious. Look at that headline right there. Ain't that interesting? Bobbi Althoff was reportedly removed from Drake's party. I'm gonna go in on this story because you'll here's the thing about the world, right? Everybody knew, you know what I mean, when Drake went on her show for the first time, right? People already had an inkling. They're just like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he smashed. We kind of people came to that consensus. And then what happens with, especially with celebrities, you'll see the obvious. We will see the obvious, and they will act like we didn't see it. They will act like we stupid. They'll act like we're stupid, that we're just crazy for even coming to a conclusion like that when we're looking at how she shot up the Drake interview. How, bruh. Oh, nothing happened. We're just idiots, huh? We're just crazy out here. We're just crazy, huh? Oh man, hold on. Let me look up another uh uh uh, uh just to make sure. Just to make sure this is straight. Yep. So let's read the full article. Wow, yeah, so this is yeah, this is this is real. This is real. Let me bring up one of my favorite articles. One of my favorite news article websites. I like, even though it's bad, but I love it because it's bad. I love the Daily Mail because it's so bad. Anyway, right here it says Bobbi Althoff was removed from Drake's after party on Monday night after she showed up uninvited amid their rumored feud. Sources had claimed to Daily Mail. It all went down at Mayfair nightclub in Austin, Texas, after the Southwest premiere of the new docuseries Magic City, an American fantasy, which Drake's Dream Crew Entertainment co-executive produced. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's just go off the. So onlookers say they saw Bobbi, who was also in Austin for sxsw, being removed by security when she turned up to the Drake event uninvited. A source inside the party told Daily Mail, "I have no idea how she got in because she was not invited by organizers or hosts of the event. If you look up the past history between her and Drake, it's easy to see why she wasn't invited and why she was removed as soon as possible." Daily Mail has reached out to representatives for Bobbi for comment. Now, I'm going to say this, bro, because, yeah, the rest is just kind of covering the event. Let me see. Oh, there's more. There's more to say. Okay. All right. But bottom line is, okay, anybody that followed the story before, you already know about the interview that blew her up. How Bobbi Althoff ended up deleting the interview from her channel and I guess unfollowing each other. And then at the end of the day, she, like Bobbi, like recently, like literally last month, divorced her husband. But apparently they were separated. Literally, but they were actually, her and her husband were separated literally the month of the interview with Drake. Now, let me just say this because, man, these bitches, dog. I hope this looks like a monkey branch thing gone wrong. This is what it's looking like to me. This is what usually happens when, like, a normie chick or even a chick that's a little bit above her means, even if she does have talent, if a celebrity hooks up with her, she thinks that, oh, I can do better than the guy that I'm currently with. Hypergamy kicks in. I really hope that she didn't think that Drake was taking her seriously. I really, this is embarrassing, dog. I really hope she didn't. This is why I don't feel bad for hoes, dog. I really, especially when the monkey branching goes wrong. It's classic. You see it all the time in divorces. Some dude putting game in her ear. Even if the guy's broke, it'd be like the broke guy putting game in the girl's ear. She'll do something like that. Then she'll believe it. She'll look at her guy, be like, ugh. She'll fornicate with the guy and be like, oh, I can do way better. She thinks she has one guy over here. She's still holding on to that branch. She divorces, tries to swing onto that other branch, and the guy realizes, oh, I can't even take care of this girl. Never mind. And then she's out there left stranded. And when she's out there left stranded, if you don't take her back, she's going to destroy your life. This is how it works. This is exactly how it works. So I really, oh, man, for her, I really hope she didn't think that she thought she had a chance of being Drake's number one. Because what happens is when these girls are intermingling with these guys of high status, they think that they're at that status. Like it's like pure delusion. Like they think because they're partying with the millionaires on the yachts, they think that they're actually on those millionaires level. But the actuality of the situation is, if you're a model on a millionaire or billionaire's yacht, you're just there for you're basically a furniture piece. You're just a nice, good looking piece of furniture, but in human form. But I'll give you. I think I can find an example of this real quick. Nah, I don't remember where I put that video, but I remember I saw a video. It was a clip from Fresh and Fit from this IG model Nina the Pineapple, and I remember she was trying to explain to Myron in Fresh that basically because she's on the same boat as the millionaires and the bankers or whatever, that she's on that same level. And people are just looking at her like, what? But I'm glad that she says that, because I really think that these 304s, they really think that because they're partying with the athletes, they think that they're on the same level. Now that's insane delusion. But now imagine if you have a social media star, a so-called social media star like a Bobbi that just blows up overnight, that has like 1 million followers, and her followers isn't necessarily of her getting naked, it's just the interviews that she conducts. In her mind, Drake is her equal, quote unquote equal. You heard the same thing. Remember when Jenny Mai was talking about how she met Young Jeezy for the first time? She said, I finally met my equal. And you're like, your equal? Look, it doesn't work that way. Jeezy's not your equal. He's your superior. You know what I mean? But in a woman's mind, they're like, okay, I finally met my match. This is my equal. So the delusion is very grand with these 304s. But that's embarrassing, because as soon as I saw that, when you see a headline like that, where you're being removed from a ninja rapper party, that reminds me of, that's what happens with like a side chick. You know what I mean? A girl that thought she was in with the in crowd, and she goes to a celebrity event and she thinking, oh, I got some passes, some rights. No, you don't. No, you don't. Now, even if you never slept with Drake, that even makes you even more stupid. So that shows that you divorced the dude because you thought you had a chance with Drake. Yeah, she thought she had a chance with Drake. That's almost like, remember the girl that danced with Omale, right? In I don't know if the concert was in Nigeria or England. I don't remember. But remember the girl that danced with Omale? That would be like if like that girl was trying to go to a party where Omale is and try to sit with him just because he danced with her. It's almost the same thing. The same level. That would be like A1 delusion right there. Anyways, let's look at some of the comments. And I don't want to hear that shit from her or her representatives talk about nothing happened between me and Drake. That's why I say, yeah, that's that side chick behavior. Side chicks be doing shit like that. Or girls that thought that they were in, or like, have you ever seen like girls in like high school? They were messing with the jock, but they don't realize that they were just like one of many, and they try to go to the dude's table, and the guy's like, who are you? Oh man. He said she thought she was on the team. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She thought she had access. She thought she had a shot. And that's why people was like, yeah, you like when she announced that divorce, because what happens with girls like her, or I'll bring up Tommy Lauren, for example. She had technically, when you look at the situation she had a Chad. The guy was no homo. The guy that Tommy Lauren broke off the engagement with, the guy was a Chad. He just wasn't famous. You know what I mean? He was a semi-pro soccer player, and a retired former semi-pro soccer player. And he was in politics. I think he was running for mayor or whatever. But Tommy Lauren just looked at the guy, was just, and She was engaged to him and blah blah blah, the perfect conservative princess, right? And she broke off the engagement. Now I remember when I heard the thing and she broke off the engagement, I started laughing. I was like, that bitch. I was literally like, this bitch here, man. Let me look up that story one more time for you guys. Because I remember she had returned the ring and everything. Yep, I remember. Oh man, yeah, in 2020 when she called it off. And then what was interesting, right after that, in that same year, I think either in that same year or just that's almost that same time frame, either that same year from 2020 or like into 2021. This is when Tommy Lauren came out of nowhere with her "All Men Are Trash," right? Let me see the time frame on that. It says all men are trash. Let me see what when that went viral, because I think it was shout out to Matt Walsh here, because I forgot which date that was. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, that was still in that same year. So in that span of May, June, July, all of a sudden she comes out of nowhere. All men are trash. And anybody that understands how the world works, we already know what happened. She broke off the engagement with a guy because she thought she was better than him and she needed somebody on her level or higher, whatever that means, right? So she goes, because remember, she was rumored to be seen with like Jay Cutler and other people, whatever. And what she didn't realize, that was just playtime. You was just playtime to those guys. They don't need you. And then she goes, but like I said, nobody had the nobody's gonna tell her this. Nobody's gonna tell her that, look, Tommy, the only reason why you're famous is because you were a pretty skinny blonde and conservatives like what you had to say because you said some right leaning points, but a lot of the times you were lying. But that's a whole nother story. But you were full of fugazi. Now you try to monkey branch to a guy that you thought whether he was promising you something if you broke up with so and so and blah blah blah, you thought you could do better, so you let go of the guy. You got out there in the marketplace, you thought you was worth something, and you realize you fucked up, and now all men are trash. So this is the same exact situation. It's this type of situation has been replayed over and 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 over again. So right here, this is what I think. So somebody shares it right here. So somebody says here, Drake smashed. Her husband found out, they fought. She left. Drake ghosted her. Bingo. That's exactly what I think happened. Drake smashed initially. The husband found out. They fought about it. Then she finally pulled the cord. Oh no, sorry. He pulled he pulled the cord, or they both finally agreed mutually to pull the cord because she was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just be with Drake." Right? Then Drake ghosted her. This is exactly what I think happened. Somebody put on the comments, y'all made her think she was big time. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what happened, unfortunately. So shout out to you, Bobbi. You played yourself.